having to put up with listening to me.
Oh, I'll take this one, Ben. Hannah Jones, Elizabeth Clay, Fiona Morrison, Michelle Jenica, Sally Pearson, Brianna Bean, Danielle Shaw, and Abby Tadeo.
Thanks, Lynchy. So
and down the back straight, there's still the 2.0 there. I think they've just left that on since the heats, but they're going to have a tailwind.
Yeah, they're going to have a tailwind, but it's going to come down to whether it's legal or not. Because obviously we've seen some pretty strong winds out here on the front straight. So I think it's going to be up there, but it's just going to come down to timing. It's just whether at that moment the wind dies down enough to become legal.
And it could be the case if these girls have got a bit of extra speed, it might push them too close to these hurdles.
Possibly, and that does happen. The hurdlers don't usually like a wind that's too strong. They like it in that 0.5 to 1.5 sort of range.
Very precious, the hurdles, yes.
Yeah. But I can understand it, though. It's a stride pattern thing. And if you do get close to the hurdle, it does disrupt your race plan.
Yeah, it certainly is a rhythm. And I know a lot of the male hurdlers, they do have to chop their strides just in a normal condition. So if anything with a 3, that could be chaos.
And that's the thing with hurdles. It's not always the fastest flat runner that will win. It's one of those things where you can be too fast for the hurdles. And when you do that, you actually have to chop your stride, like you said, in order to be able to get the 3 strides in before the next hurdle. But this is going to be a cracking race.
Yeah, some class athletes out there.
Yeah, we see Jenicke doing her customary jiggle dance. I don't know if is there a name for it? Is there a name for the dance?
I don't think it's...
Can we name it?
Do we have
rights to name it?
I don't think we do.
Can we just unofficially name it?
Well, do you have a good name for it?
No, but I'm sure we can come up with one between now and the end of the race.
There's a couple of athletes in here capable of a sub-13. Brianna Bean ran her PB here last year at the National Champs. Very close to that 12-second 99. 12.98 is what you need. And Michelle Jenicke getting 99. Probably one of the most frustrating times to achieve. Sub-13 still, but not a World Champs qualifier.
Yeah.
And you did see earlier, Sally Pearson just destroying the field, really, in that heat, 12.74. So she just needs to win. And she is booked to where she had so much success in 2012, back to the same track.
Yep. It's a special place for Sally.
Pearson out with her customary fast start, and she clears the first hurdle with a good lead. Jenicke chasing her down, but Jenicke hitting some hurdles. Sally Pearson now pulling away from the field. Bean into second place. It's Bean in second, but Sally Pearson 12.54 the win. 2.3. I don't think Bean has seen that wind. And but I reckon Bean might be getting under that 13-second barrier there.
Yeah, it looks like Tadio's actually gone down. She's hit the hurdle. I think it was about the 6th hurdle, and she's gone down. The officials are over there to make sure. As we see here, Pearson just running away with it, this one. But then we go, hitting. Tadio, she just goes through that. Oh,
just clipping the shins.
We do hope that Abby's okay. But Danielle what a Shaw. Win. What a win by Pearson there.
12.54. The unofficial winning time. We're still waiting to see as Sally makes her way back into front of the home crowd. She's absolutely wrapped. And what a class athlete. Just too strong for the field.
It looks like she's a little bit relieved as well. I think there was a bit of pressure built up on her coming into this. Obviously, she didn't have the qualifier. She's been out for a while. But to come out here, get the qualifier in the heats, get the win, lock her spot on that team for London, I think she'll be stoked.
And she got it in before that storm came in.
Yeah.
Now, Tamsin, I saw that embrace with Sally down there. She looks pretty relieved. Is she up for a chat?
I have, Sal. Sorry, I'm puffing too. It was that warm down after the race, Sal. Pretty fast. I think you could run the 100 as well, just as fast as you used to. To hear that you're puffed too. Amazing to have you back, Sally.
I think I'm going to cry, sorry.
I don't blame you. It's been a pretty tough year, a big battle to get here. You have a lot of fans in this crowd, Sally. We're all very proud, Sally. Talk us through that race.
I was really, really nervous coming into these championships. It's a lot of pressure on myself, I guess, being an elite athlete and trying to coach myself at the same time. And I guess I don't have anything to prove as an athlete, but to be able to come back here and be able to do this today, it really means a lot to me. I've got so many supporters here with my friends and my training partner, and especially my husband, who's been such a rock for me the last 8 to 9 months when I decided to take on this challenge. So I can't thank all my supporters enough. All the rest of them, you know who you are. You all got me here today. And for the fans, thanks for still supporting.
Tell us, Sal, how close were you to giving it away when that hamstring in your body, your back, just weren't playing the game that we wanted them to play leading into Rio?
I know, it wasn't even the hamstring really, it was the Achilles that I did after breaking my wrist about 7 months before. And so that really, really played with my mind. And then doing my hamstring just 7 weeks before the Olympics was devastating, but probably slightly a relief as well, because mentally I was finding it really tough. I was holding on for as long as I could, but I just couldn't do it. So to be able to come here today after probably almost 2 years from being able to run at this sort of pace is just mind-blowing.
Well, I think you're the most competitive athlete that I've ever come across, and I mean, your record speaks for itself. But you ran in the heats this morning, and it was the fastest time since that Rome race where you broke your arm. So can we almost start to say that Sally Pearson of old is back?
If I win the World Championships, yeah, I'll say that.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, she's qualified for the World Championships, our Olympic gold medalist. We absolutely love her, and it's brilliant having you back, Sally, the national champion again over the 100 hurdles.
Thanks, everyone. I really appreciate it.
Well, yeah, a big emotional journey there for Sally Pearson.
Yeah, definitely. It's been a tough road for her. Obviously, we do feel for her. We sort of feel like we ride along the journey with her.
And just that tailwind, just forcing a couple of these athletes to just pop up at some of those, and it caused Jenica going from second back into third.
Yeah, and obviously she didn't have a clean race, Jenica. She won't be too happy with that one. She was in a good position before that started to happen, so maybe the winds did play havoc with her there. But Brianna should be happy with that. First sub, it's not legal, but first sub.
It's a mental barrier as well.
13-second run, yeah. And it's only a 2.3, so it's not like it's a crazy 4.5 or anything silly like that. So it's only a 2.3, so she now knows that she has the capabilities of going out there and running that World Champs qualifier.